Hey everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Betrayals of the Mountain of Madness. We are on Scenario 5, Mainline. Choo-choo to the Mountain of Madness. Investigating the platforms, you discover that one is piled high with a cache? Emergency cache, that's what we always say. I don't know why my eyebrows like cache, I need to say the E there. A cache full of dull, reddish crystals. Each is about fist size and heap towers higher than a yard. So there must be hundreds of them, all identical in size and shape. Picking one up, you feel a sudden fatigue in your hand and immediately drop it again. The fallen crystal is now glowing faintly from inside, a red light which is equal parts of bright and horrible. Each platform has a sort of raised control cabinet like that on the bridge of a battleship. It is studded with indentations which are the exact size and shape of reddish crystals. Retrieving the glowing one and being careful not to touch it again with bare hands, you insert it into the cabinet, which causes a very obvious lever to slide out. From the smaller tunnel leading outside, you hear the sound of human voices shouting in German, "Panzerschreck!" as well as the deep rumble of some kind of huge vehicle. If there are two or more investigators, one platform will not be large enough to transport all your companions, but you discover that the control cabinet folds over to create a sort of magnetic linking mechanism which somehow binds the stone platforms together. Only the frontmost platform's cabinet can still be used, and by dismal happenstance, the cache full of fuel crystals is at the rear of your makeshift train. You push the lever forward and the train begins to move, slowly at first, but faster and faster until the stone walls are a blur. Cool. Click the place the following. Then, arrange the train as follows. Okay, I can do this. He said having a fight with his Alt-Tab. Put one copy of Floating Platform into play for each investigator in the game. 1, 2. Arrange the floating platforms in a straight line from left to right. I've done it! I'm a genius! We each begin play here. Do these have something on the backside? They don't. Choo-choo. Shuffle the encounter deck and then proceed to additional setup. I think I actually like William Dyer more than I like Kate. And I think I also like Kate more than I like Henry. Yes. So I gotta put, sorry, I should get Henry out of here again. I should get, William out of here. And William Dyer should be included under survivors. William Dyer, we're going on an adventure! Alright, check the campaign log. If the investigators followed the tacos to the tunnel site. No. Otherwise, the aliens have quite a lead in you. Place 2 Doom on Agenda 1A. That is quite the lead on me. Locations in this scenario form a continuous train from left to right. Each location is connected to each location adjacent to it. The scenario makes heavy use of the new rival keyword detailed at the start of the campaign guide. Okay. Let's go look at that again. Yeah, I know we're running out of space, don't worry. While an enemy with a rival keyword is at a location with one of its unengaged adversaries, the rival has aloof. While an adversary is at a location with one of its unengaged rivals, the adversary has aloof. Remember that aloof enemies spawn unengaged. Location. Sure, they're just fighting a bunch. Was that it for this one? Yes. There's examples. These guys hate each other. Monster. So then they'll be aloof and they'll fight each other. Alright, I think I get it. I think I get it, said man who is about to absolutely not get it. Alright, well, let's see what our opening mulligans are, shall we? Actually, no, I guess we should read this. Shall we? Your train zooms through the alien tunnel at incredible speed, perhaps 200 miles per hour, faster than most aircraft. The walls flash past in a blur, but every hour or so it slows down automatically as you pass another station. You worry that anything lurking in the tunnel system could board the train as it does so. If you can keep the speed up, perhaps you can catch up the alien party ahead and rescue their captives. That means keeping the control cabinet stocked with fuel crystals. Behind you to the north, disconcerting musical noise comes echoing up the tunnel towards you. Your thoughts turn to that plastic monstrosity that pursued you through Boston's subway, but then you recognize the tune. Someone is playing Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries. Uh-oh. And they are getting closer. When the place doom step of the missile face ends, spawn one clue on this card. Then if there are 3 clues on this card, discard them and immediately advance. Okay. This location is connected to each adjacent location. When the round ends, place clues on this location until it has 2 player clues. When you acquire clues from any source, if you have more than 2 player clues, discard clues in excess of 2 players. Limit 6 player clues on this card. Spend X clues to put those clues on this card. Discard player clues on this card or remove 1 doom from the current agenda. Did I miss something about putting clues here? No, I don't get to investigate on my first turn. I don't get to investigate on my first turn. How sad. Is this allowed? Okay. This is a full mulligan, I think. I can keep the Unrelenting. The Unrelenting does turn into more cards. What are we looking for? We're looking for ice picks. We're looking for Jacob Morrison. Right? This is the kind of hand we're looking for. Over here, we're going to get rid of all... Yeah, I'm going to go like this. Because we're going to see Michael Lee. We really want to see a machete. We really want to see a machete. All right. That's when the round begins? Ah, I thought it was when the round ends. Thanks you. Thank you so much. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a set up stack here. I can just copy and go like this. I can investigate on my first turn. Yay. All right, we would love to see a cryptic research here. Working a hunch also is kind of cool. Duke seems really good in this scenario, just jumping back and forth as need be. All right, but we're going to play a stand together. Which we're going to then play a Prepared for the Worst. And we're looking for a machete. Okay. I'll play the machete. Yeah, we should be a 3. And then we'll also work a hunch and grab a clue here. Cool. We would love to see a Michael Lee sooner rather than later, but I think we'll be able to get there, especially if we draw cards off this. Now over here, this is pretty simple. This is just like a double ice pick situation. Into an investigate. So we have 4 to 3. We can go 6 to 3. We're going to go 7 to 3, and we are going to turn this into cards. Easy. Now we got 7 to 3. X minus X is equal to the current act number minus 2 during Act 1. Okay, so we will grab a clue. I don't see a point to smash them up yet. We'll release these, and then I'm going to just double and get rid of that. Okay, we'll go to upkeep. You're a great draw. You're also a good draw. We are at 3 of 6. Let's shuffle up the encounter deck and see what happens when the round begins. We place until there's player clues, so we'll put 1 and 2. First evil card is Looming Presence. Put this card in your threat area after a skill test ends in which you revealed a cultist token. He did not get it. Thank you, Damn Next. I appreciate it. After the skill test ends in which you revealed a cultist token, if you pass the skill test, discard this card. If you failed the skill test, take 1 horror. Interesting. Stygian Tunnel Dweller. Dude, that's huge. That thing's huge, man. That's a good draw. Well, I'm going to draw 3 cards. I'm going to just say right now, this art does not make me think of something that is this big. We'll go 7. 7 to 4. -1. He'll take 2 damage. We'll draw a card. Doesn't ever retaliate, so we can just go 5 to 4 and hope we get a -1. I think this wording is wrong. -2. If you fail and there's an unengaged enemy at your location, choose 1. The skill test automatically fails. An unengaged enemy at your location readies and engages you. So I'm going to just assume it says -2 if there is one of these guys. So I'll just automatically fail. Can I help? I can help with a glimmer of hope. Duke could also help. Duke's actually probably the line here. The enemy isn't unengaged. Yeah, but I mean, otherwise it's just... But it's still, if you -2 if you fail and there's an unengaged enemy at your location, I must choose 1. This skill test automatically fails, or an unengaged enemy at your location readies and engages you. Which means that if I fail, I can never choose the automatically fail. So and all the other previous ones for these have been, because like how can I choose to fail otherwise? Yeah, okay, then we're on the right place. Yeah, so like if there is an unengaged, so it's -2. If there is an unengaged enemy at your location, I must either automatically fail or that guy gets me. Yeah. Oh, I miss you saying, "Oh no, you're right." Yeah. So I think we're all on the same page. I think we're all in agreement here. So that's sick. All right. Well, we're gonna take 1 more hit, and I'm gonna commit this machete to be up 2. So we have 6 to 4. If we hit this, that would be great. If we don't, that's also like fine. All right. I wish we hit it. I was joking earlier. I'm gonna play Jacob Morrison, and then Duke's gonna attack this guy. We don't engage it. That's special rules. All right, so we have 4. We have 6 to 4. We'll use Jacob Morrison to kill this thing. I should have a clue on it. I'm going to discard Glimmer to ready you. Then I'm going to investigate at 2 to 3. We'll do a look what I found. To grab 2 clues. Okay. Upkeep. should be another clue here. And then our evil card over here is... It looks spooky, doesn't it? Oh, no, it's this one. Test Brain 3. For each point you fail by, you must take one horror and choose and discard a card from your hand. All right, we're testing 4 to 3. -3. I'll pass with Jacob Morrison. Oh my god! Is tachyphobia the fear of going effing fast? Put this card in your threat area as an action. Discard this card. Only the investigators of this card can take this action. Cool. Alright, well, we're going to play Scientific Theory over here. We're going to get rid of this for one of our actions. We're going to investigate this location. So then we're going to investigate at 5 to 3. We'll go 6 to 3. That -4 sure loves showing up. Okay, we're going to drop down a survival knife, I suppose. Okay. Now over here, we're gonna move to this location. We're going to spend 3 of our clues to place 3 of them on this card. We're then going to duke back into this location, and we're going to investigate with these, and then probably also this, maybe? Yeah. No. We have 6 to 3. There's not an unengaged enemy at my location, so we'll grab a clue. And then we'll go to upkeep, I suppose. No, I have an action left. We moved. We moved back. I'll draw a card. Cool. Upkeep. All right. 5 of 6. And then there is 3 doom on this, so we advance this. And then we can finally have our objective, I suppose. And then this should have 1 more clue. This was dumb to put on standby. German platform. So put the German platform into play and train and spawn this enemy there. When the enemy phase ends, find the location with the most investigators and non-taco enemies. This enemy deals 2 damage to each other enemy at that location. You should investigate the location, test foot 2. This enemy deals them 1 damage for each point they fail by. That seems pretty rough for our boy Joe. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, with a crash, the pursuing German platform slams into your train and locks into place. Atop it sits a metal monstrosity, a tank of design you have never seen before. The turret pivots menacingly and an explosive shell rocks your platform. Where did they get a tank? How did that even fit on the boat? When the place Doom Spell ends, spawn 1 clue on this card. Then if there are 3 clues on this, immediately discard them in advance. Oh, we don't want this to advance, huh? Is it over? Oh! It is over. Alright, well, just to be simple, we would have said I discarded a clue. Otherwise, because I should have. I should have seen there was only 1 card here. So we're going to say I had the clues, we're going to just say I did it. So that's kind of like the goal here. It's just to keep the train running. Okay, I get it. I get it now. I get it now. Okay, so now we go to 5. Or did I only just play... I know, I just placed the 5th Doom on there, didn't I? Because this happens after that. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay. So I have to do it this turn. Yeah, we placed the 5th, and then that went there. We just had to do a bunch of stuff. What do we got here? If you have no clues, this card gains search. Otherwise, test brain X, where X is the number of clues you control. If you fail, take 2 horror. So we're testing 4 to 1. -2. Current act, right? -2. So if we pass the skill test, we discard this card. Over here. Oh God, Joe. Joe, no. All right, we're gonna actually practice makes perfect this. We're looking for a take the initiative. Yo. We're testing 5 to 2. So sick. Okay. So, this tank's a little bit of a problem. It's a big tank. So, like, we just have to, it's just time. Oh my God, there's still 3 cards. I hope I don't have to do this over and over and over again. That does not sound too fun. What are the odds of us killing this tank? Probably pretty low, right? The tank doesn't attack. We can just send then Joe there to just start killing. The tank doesn't attack. Is it time to just go start swinging? Our survival knife doesn't do anything during the enemy phase. Because this guy doesn't... Because they don't attack if they don't have any damage value or horror value, right? I'm not crazy to think that. I ain't crazy to think that. Okay. Well, we're going to Ashcan Pete over here. Oh, they still attack. The dude from Dim Carcosa does nothing but drives you insane. Okay, so my survival knife can do things. We really want to find a Michael Lee. If we can find a... We're actually probably going to do a preposterous sketches here then. Because if we can dig out Michael Lee, we just send Joe here to just take down a tank with a machete. All right, we're going to put a clue on this location, and then we're going to spend 4 clues in total. To remove 2 Doom from this. Then we're going to duke our way back in here and investigate. So we have 4 to 3. We can go 6 to 3. We'll grab a clue. Then we're going to investigate here at 2 to 3. We drew a -2, so we're going to do a Liquid I Found to grab 2 clues from this location. Cool. We're going to preposterous sketches. There's 1 clue left here. Thank God. It's right there. Do you see it? I see it. It's right here. So we'll draw 3 cards. Okay. Let's hippity hop over here. Then we're going to attack the tank with the machete. We have 5, 6 to 4. We're going to go 8 to 4. Let's go. So he'll take 1 damage from me, 1 damage from the machete, and 1 damage from Vicious Blow. You dumb tank. All right. Enemy phase. We're going to do this location. So then Ashcan Pete's going to go 3-2. We're good. Then this guy also attacks here. So we get to fight him with this. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7-4. He'll take 2 damage. No one asked how this is happening. It is just actually what is happening. Okay, upkeep. I think we should put Duke on the tank too. We put a clue here. And then we put until there are 4 clues here. All right, we're going to do a first watch, I think, because we'd rather the enemies not go to Joe. He has a job. Swarming players -1. All right, so this can go to Duke. And then this can come here. All right, let's see what this is. Okay. I probably want the Unrelenting, right? If I resourceful this. All right, we're going to have Duke attack. We have 4-2. I'll go 5-2. Fail, and there's an unengaged enemy or location. There is not, so we're fine. So we'll kill this. Jacob Morrison's secretly a Nazi? Let's grab the Unrelenting. I'm going to discard this Glimmer of Hope to ready Duke. We're going to attack again. We're going to do the Unrelenting. We're going to seal +1/0/0. I'm going to do both of these. What do we have? We're at 4. Yeah, so we're going to go like this. So we're 4, 5-2. We don't even need to use those. We can investigate for a last action, or we're going to move. I mean, we're going to move, so we're going to attack with these, I think. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7-2. -3. They're dead. Oh, I have to draw my cards. This is in my deck, huh? That's my first time drawing my weakness, isn't it, as Ashcan? That's kind of crazy. We're going to move here, and we're going to move 2 of the clues over. And then we're going to use those to reduce the doom. Joe, attack! So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for an attack. 8-4. Sweet. Go to 5. Let's go again. I'm going to spend another 2. Go 8-4. Let's discard this card. Sorry. It's 3. So I think here we can actually attack with the survival knife, because we have 4, 5, 6, 7-4. And we really only actually need to mark 1 damage on it. Beautiful. All right, so this guy's going to attack. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go up to 8 because I want to beat the -4. And that's a dead tank. Don't ask how it happened. Just know that it did. Thank you for the value, game. Thank you for the value. I appreciate it. We're at 4 of 6. Evil card here. Fire Vampire. Discard a clue if possible. Man stands in front of tank with blade. Man kills tank. Man always wins. This enemy deals fire damage. Alien Intrigues. If your location has no clues, this card gains Surge. Otherwise, attach this card to your location. So this is going to gain Surge. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, chunky enemies in this scenario. Very chunky. 4/4/4 that gets more health, and these aren't. This is kind of. It's a big dude. It's a big dude. Well, we're going to attack him at 6-4. -2 does seem to be like the common point for this bag, so we're going to go 6-4 again. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, 4/4/4 and 3/3/5. They're not. It's true. They ain't messing around. I'm gonna eat cash. Duke's gonna attack here, and we're gonna use. Five to 3. 5-3. Cool. I'm gonna discard this to kill him. He's immune to the flamethrower. Alright, we're going to move back into this location. Sorry, Duke, I'm not readying you this turn. And then I'm going to play this Winging It from my discard pile, so we have 2-2. -2. We're going to use Jacob Morrison to pass this, so we'll grab 2 clues from our location. But don't some of them fight each other if they appear together? Yes, so that is probably why they are chunkier, Tresmillion. You're absolutely right. They are still chunky enemies, but there is a reason for their chunkiness. I'm going to discard this Perception to ready Jacob. I was doing some fun joking around in my head, where like cards are other cards. So like Jacob Morrison is just a Perception that doesn't draw a card. Resourceful is basically just a practice makes perfect. They're all the same card. This advances after Doom is placed. When the enemy phase begins, ready this enemy. What the fuck is happening? Am I going absolutely mental, or is this card pushed so much? Am I going crazy, or is this card, like, crazy pushed? I have to go and turn this turn, or else we lose. Okay. Let's look at the rival keyword again. A rival or adversary which is massive does not gain aloof. Same thing. Sorry, I didn't even read the flavor text because I'm just so flabbergasted of what I'm supposed to do here. $12 health is a lot of health. 12 health is a lot of health. What the frick do I do? What the frick do I do? We could evade, move in, attack. Joe can move. Because I believe this guy gains aloof. Yeah. Well, the thing is, massive enemies, they do not gain aloof. And this thing's also massive. And he readies when the enemy phase begins. I don't know what to do here. There's like nothing to do. We just have to get chonked. And these guys won't even have aloof when they move in here because it's only when a rival, an enemy with a rival keyword is a location with one of its unengaged adversaries, the rival has aloof. Because I need to get to the platform this turn, otherwise our train is gone. Our train is just gone. So we could evade these guys. Move move into here. Evade with Resourceful, grab the other ice pick. We attack with Duke and the ice pick. That represents 4 damage. Which isn't much. And that gives us 1 turn. Why is this thing so big? He's literally the biggest man I've ever seen in my life. He's huge. He's huge. I guess I got to see what this is, too. Perfect. Perfect. HP do be a lot. Especially when I just killed the tank, which is also 12 HP. I think Joe moves into here. Joe engages these guys. Does he? Does Joe even go first? Like, I'm actually at a loss. I just feel like no matter what, this is a shitty situation. Investigate to get rid of curiosity. I'll be honest, 2 experience is not really my priority right now. Joe's got to help with this situation somehow. We attack. Yeah. Alright, we're going to start here. We're going to try to evade these guys. We have... Yeah, the tank shoots the guy for the most damage when the enemy phase ends. So yeah, it would just be one of those things. But in the meantime, we're also my characters are also taking 2 damage and 2 horror. Right? Either this guy should have less health or should deal less damage. Preferably less health. Like, dealing 24 damage? And we still have 2 of these left, so hope to God nothing else comes here. That would be kind of rough. Alright, we're going to try to evade these guys. We have 4 to 3. 4 to 2, sorry, 4 to 2. That might be the worst thing that's ever happened in the timing of this game. Very fitting, though. Very fitting. Alright, well, Duke, attack. 4 to 2. 4 to 2. Sweet, kill this one. We'll try to evade this guy at 3 to 2, I think. Nice. So we have Joe coming here. Oh God, Joe, you poor soul. We're going to investigate, and we're going to come into deduction. So we have 6 to 3. So we grab 2 clues. We have to move in here. Because if I don't spend my clues, I'm dead. Okay. And it all just goes to shit. Joe, I can put 2 on this, so only 1 damage gets through, so that's not, like, terrible. I'm not happy about it, but it's not terrible. 5 of 6. Bing! Sure. Not happy about that. Why does this thing ready at the beginning of the enemy phase? Why? Why is this thing so strong? It's huge, man. It's untouchable. All right. Well, there is time for one thing and one thing only, and that is, obviously, this. And now it is time to chop. And chop we shall. So let us chop. With the machete, we're going to come in this take the initiative. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, could have. Thank you, Lord Blank. I'm actually going to also do that. I should have used the knife. So we have 2. We have 6. 6 to 4. And we had this, so we have 7 to 4. Thank you. Sweet. 2 more damage. Thank you, Lord Blank. Yes. That is why the knife exists. Okay. So we have 4, 5, 8, 7. We have 7 to 4. This is nuts, but I need to get rid of this, so we're going hard. All right, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11 minus 4 is 7. We succeed by 2, so this thing's gone. He takes out the chop. Then we continue to chop. 5 to 4, not great, but what else can we do, right? Minus 2, we fail. Minus 3, sorry. Let's go again. Yeah, man. God is dead and with us, and he died with us. All right, Ashcan. Duke's going to bite this guy. We have 4 to 2. That's pretty good. I hate this life, this game. Let's go 4 to 2. All right, this guy's going to attack with a knife. We're going to hit back, so we have 6 to 4. Sweet. That is pretty rough. That is pretty rough. That is kind of poopy. We just have a million things we need to do. All right, everyone. And this guy still just attacks me, huh? Freaking great. Duke, you got attacked by the Nazis. How dare they? Incredible. Okay, upkeep phase. Hey, that's actually a really good draw. The only downside is we need to get a clue and get back here. So, like, we actually have a lot of work we need to do. And we also got to kill this thing. The Shoggoth will hit the Nazis. When enemies resolve their attacks during the enemy phase, each rival which is ready and unengaged attacks one of its adversaries at its location. Let me look up massive and rivals. So that's under the enemies attacking enemies. Perfect. When enemies attack, they attack each investigator and each valid target at their location. Attack each investigator and enemy that rivals it. No, but massive enemies work differently. When massive enemies attack, they attack each investigator and each valid target enemy at their location. So I actually can line this attack order up because I choose the order in which enemies attack, right? So this guy will be dead before that. It makes things a little bit easier. Yeah, I think massive enemies work different. You also get fucking clobbered? Yes, no, thank you. That is correct, Dice Gods. Yes, that is how that works. I remember reading that. Thank you so much for that. Oh, no, so you know what? I should have denied the damage, some of that. So I actually would have taken this and then denied that. That's what we would have done. That's the correct line. Hey, these Michael Lees would be great if I have the chance to play them. All right, so we also need to do the thing this turn. We need to get one clue and get back here. So that's a bit spooky. That's a bit spooky. And hopefully we don't draw more enemies. We're fucked, guys. We've lost. We've lost. They spawn aloof? Why do they spawn aloof? Are you the designer, Jack Trazzy? Do you have some intel? When an enemy is at a location with them, it's the rival. I like this campaign a lot, by the way. The last scenario, the one we just did, the Frozen Cenotaph or whatever it is, it's probably one of my favorite custom scenarios I've played. While an enemy with the rival keyword is at a location with one of its unengaged adversaries, the rival has aloof. This guy spawns aloof because of this guy, right? This guy shows up aloof, but this guy doesn't, because there's no unengaged rival enemies, correct? They should still be aloof with the massive. Okay. That does make a bit more sense, because otherwise the massive stuff... The massive stuff is a bit tricky. Okay, so these guys are aloof. Okay, so then we can at least focus on killing this guy, getting the clues. These guys fight. Okay, we can maneuver this. We can maneuver this. Whew, sorry, 1 second. I'm just checking something out. I have to see what this is, by the way. Hello. Scene of the crime. Man, if only I was on one location over. That would be nice. That's all I played in playtesting, but your interpretation was raw. Rules as were incorrect. I get you. I dig it. I dig it. It's honestly the hardest part of these things, especially when like it makes sense to you, and then it's just like, oh no, everything's broken. All right, what do we do here? We need this thing to die this turn. We need to get a clue. Like, Duke can get the clues, but we also need this guy to die. Because I'd rather if we don't take 2 and 2. Like, we could. We actually do have a lot of soak left with Ashcan Pete. And I just hope to God not another big monster shows up. Please, for the love of all that's holy. Please. I'm running out of juice. I don't have much left in me. So I think we have Joe go first. And we're going to practice makes perfect this. Is the vicious blow the one we want? I think the overpower might be better. We need to land 3 attacks against this guy, and we have a lucky 3 to back us up. Like, in a perfect world, Joe finishes this guy off. If Joe can finish this guy off, we're in an okay position. El Charuto, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the goddamn table. It's a pleasure to have you. This puts us up to 3, but we don't have another vicious blow. So I think we actually do grab the overpower here, because we don't have another vicious blow on standby. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 to the game's 4. Whew! That's a good start. Oh, this is the vicious blow level 2 as well. Okay. This goes into my hand. So this will kill it. Yeah, let's go. We can breathe, maybe. Okay, we got this. We got this. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 4. No, I think we can do 7 to 4 because we have that lucky on standby. -0. So this guy takes 2 damage from this. Oh, we really actually should have committed that overpowering. We really should have. But we got lucky. Let's not focus on that. We're just going to be proud that we're lucky. All right, we have 4, 5, 6, 7 -0. So this guy will take 1 from me. 1, just 3, please. Just 3. I don't want to heal him. Not 23, just 3. So he takes 1 from me, 1 from the machete, and 2 from this vicious blow. He is dead. We can breathe. We can breathe. Okay. So I think if I am now believe I am understanding the aloof rules right. These guys are still here. This guy has 3 health, so they're going to kill him. So we actually do want to get out of this location. We do want to get out of that location. So now with Duke, we're going to move over here. We're going to investigate. We have 4 to 3. We're going to commit this deduction to go 5 to 3. We're also going to do this. So we're at 6 to 3. We have -3 here because it's the current act. Cool. Current act number. So we do get to grab 2 clues, and I actually am also going to shunt that away to make it 3, because then that gives us now 2 turns of breathing room, which is pretty important. This is also gone. We're going to move over here for action number 2. These guys are still partying. We're going to spend 4 of our clues, and then also this. Then we move back. Okay, we're breathing. These guys fight, so they all deal their damage. So this guy deals 2, and this guy deals 2. So this guy's going to be dead. This guy deals 2, which is going to kill one of these guys. And then also put 1 on this. And then this guy is going to kill William Dyer. Whose deck was he in? I think he was in this one, right? Yes, he was. That is correct. And this 45 automatic. Okay. You're dead. But these guys still exist. But these guys are pretty simple. These two, these soldat. Okay, alright. We go to upkeep. Unexpected courage. First watch is actually probably pretty huge. So much so that we're using that here. Sorry, before we do that, we have to advance the agenda. Sorry, the act. Sorry, excuse me. I burped. Okay. Last one. Oh no. Oh no. Alien. Okay, that gives us some wiggle room. That's okay, it's okay. Okay. Maybe this guy's not as scary as the other one. Where is he? Here he is. Where is he? Okay. Oh, this guy's a lot less scary. This guy's nothing. This guy's fine. This guy's actually, it's totally okay. This is totally fine. This guy's fine. This guy's totally fine. Yeah, no, that's okay. This is just victory we're not getting. That's all that is. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Durer, good guy, nice and cool. Him and I have brunch every month. We have brunch once a month. We make sure to meet up, keep the tradition going from college. He's a good guy. We have no worries about that. Test foot 3. These aren't abominations, but let's be real, they are. Am I right, chat? Easy high five. Okay, what do we do here? This doesn't really matter, the order. We give you this because you're more likely to pass the test, and your job is killing enemies, so that's actually pretty soft. Sorry, you have to do this test. We have 3 to 3. Why did I shuffle this? I shouldn't have shuffled that. We have 3 to 3. That's fine. Actually, we're gonna... Yeah, we'll use this. Alright, we have 2 Glimmer of Hopes, so that's probably what we're doing this turn. Let's see what this is. Hey, that's always good. And that's probably going to go on my friend Ashcan. Me and Ashcan, we're friends. Well, Jack, call me crazy. I'm taking an attack of opportunity to play Michael Lee. Then we're going to attack this guy. We're at 4, 5, 6 to 4. Because the difference between the difference between being up 2 and not 2 is huge. We're going to go again. 6 to 4. Sweet. Good kill. Good kill. So now these guys have patrol, I believe. Yeah, I gotta choose ties. Yes, I do remember that. Okay. And then we're gonna give you 3 cards. Okay. I am going to discard this Jacob Morrison to ready this Jacob Morrison. We're going to burn this, by the way. Have I gotten through my other weakness? I have. Okay. Mike keeps logging in to destroy all humans. And I don't know what's happening, but it's very frequent. Okay. We could investigate to start getting clues. What is the goal of the agenda? The agenda is just time, actually. We just have to survive. It's just literally a train ride. It's an action-packed train ride from one side of an alien tunnel to another side of the alien tunnel. So that's kind of cool. It is neat. It is neat. I'm trying to set up my controller. I think I got it now. Oh man, Mike's here. What a twist. Oh. We have to get clues. But I think I want to play this first. Alright, so we're going to send this guy over here, and then this guy can come to us. And then he deals 1 damage to this, and then this guy literally only deals 1 damage back. They're going to fight until the end of time. Alright, we can go upkeep. Cool. 5 of 6. Test brain 3. So we're testing 4 to 3. You know, it's the flavor of rival does actually like make sense when you strip it down. It's like the idea that they're fighting each other, right? Like that's the basics of it. It is a very complex rule that is summed up rather eloquently as just they fight each other. But you can't really just say in the rule book they fight each other, right? Because no one really knows what that means. It's a very hard thing to figure out. And I understand. I remember there was some rival, at least I believe it was in the first scenario. There was some rival that got it going, but there wasn't enough. This is the first scenario, admittedly, as you said, where like the rival is really big here because it's an all-out action scene on a speeding train through a tunnel. Like once again, the flavor of it all makes sense. It's just there is a lot to it. So like it's tough. But even just like being like they fight each other, you just wish you could just say that in one sentence in the rule book, because like that makes sense. How's it going, Blixar? All right, we're testing what, 4 to 3? Watch this. Boom, +1. -2. Interesting. Okay, we have some choices to make here. Blixar, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the goddamn table. It's a pleasure to have you. Okay, so this one actually triggers here. This guy actually engages me. I just got a free action. So what happens here? So now I fail by 2. But I can just use Jacob to not. That seems pretty good, doesn't it? This Jacob Ashcan deck is working really well. Fast train. I would love to see a scene of the crime here. Or this stupid poopy card. Frick. That scene of the crime would have been perfect, man. We drew all these junk scene of the crimes when we couldn't get them. I mean, that's Joe's hunch deck. Sometimes Joe's hunches are just abysmal, right? They're awful hunches. Am I taking 2 horror? Yeah, probably. All right, well, we want Joe to go first. So, Joe, you're going to investigate with this. We have 5 to 3. I'm the best. We're going to go again. 5 to 3. That's not good. So I think Joe then needs to move here. Otherwise, our train doesn't make it to station. And this is after? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we do need to, we'll need 4 more clues. We're going to bite this guy with Duke. Sorry, we're also going to ready you. So we have 4 to 3. 6-3. That doesn't matter. This guy is dead and he goes in the victory display. Okay, we're going to then investigate at 4-3. Not great. It is when you do that, though. Sorry, and then this clue should have been placed on this card. This one moves here. If we draw a card off that, that's kind of cool. Then we're going to spend this and that to remove a Doom from the current agenda. Okay, so we got to do that one more time. These guys fight. He's dead. This guy just lives up here. We go into upkeep. Oh, sorry, we take 2 horror and discard this card. That's when your turn ends? Yeah, so that should have happened ages ago. Okay. This goes here, this goes there. All right, we just need to get 2 clues and then get back there. This card gains Surge. Easy. Honestly, totally okay with what the goal of our deck is. You're an abomination? You're not an abomination. Abominations are like Shuggoths, right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, we're going to fail. We're going to fail. But Ashcan's at our location, so we're going to be fine. We're going to test 3-3. -4. Okay, so that is damage. Yeah, we need the actions. So we can use one of these luckies to put us up to 2, so then we just take 1 damage. Okay, so we send Duke over here to investigate. We have 4-3, so we have 3-3. This puts us up to 5-3. I'm going to do this as well, and we're going to get the cards. So we're 6-3. Sorry, I should have drawn these, but that's okay. Hey. So we're 5-3. We succeed by 2. This is gone. We get a clue. There should be 3 clues here, and 1 clue over here now. Release the tokens. Move these over here. What is he? What are you? I want to say perfect timing, but I don't think that's perfect timing. All right, we're going to discard this to ready you, and then we're going to play this from our discard pile. And we have 2-1. Not great. I mean, that's kind of sick. We'll grab 2 clues. Then for our last action, we'll move in here. We'll put 3 of our clues on this one. Actually, I'm going to leave 1 of the clues on this one because I know there is a card in this deck that when it cares about the number of clues you have, and if you have 0, it'll surge. And if I have 1, it's just an easy brain test. All right. So then we can spend 2 of these to move this back here, and I believe we have survived. Joe, you're going to get rid of this. We're going to investigate this location. We have 5-3. We're going to use the lucky on this to pass it. Oh, that investigator draws a card. I think I did that wrong last time. So we pass it. We're going to get rid of this. Then for our last action, I don't know how fast this out. Sorry, our last action, yeah, we're just going to gain a resource. Okay, upkeep. Upkeep. 5. Boom. We discard these and advance. Oh my god. With a devastating crash, the train suddenly comes to a stop. The air is filled with fire and screaming, and the world goes black. Resolution number 2. What a comeback. Just had to force ourselves against the enemies. And also, props from the designer to help me figure out that he still would have. If I didn't know that the massive wouldn't attack, as they said, they didn't want to interfere. But if it looked like it was going to cause me to lose the game due to a rule mistake, I do appreciate that clarification. It does, help it not happen. All right, resolution 2. You awaken groggily to the flickering firelight. No, that is right, okay. You awaken groggily to flickering firelight. Around you in the tunnel, you see your companions in various states of injury. Nearby, the silhouettes of the stone platforms are clearly visible, piled into a heap, one of them cracked in two. Intense fire lights up the tunnel beyond them. Your companions start to get to their feet, and you realize you don't recognize the figure moving between them to assist. It is a small man with a neatly trimmed mustache, surrounded by a heavy fur hood. Dyer gasps. Falcon. Dr. Klaus Falcon. Are you alive? Not exactly, replies the man. What the frick? Not exactly? Check the campaign log. If the investigators rescued alien captives in the Elder Tunnels. I do not believe we did that. No. Recording campaign log that we survived the train crash in the Elder Tunnels. Add 1 cultist token. Oh, that's spooky. Oh my god, 4 cultists? We're in help me, I'm in danger. Check the victory display. If Durer is in the victory display, record him under the name of deceased. Otherwise, add 1 elder thing. But I don't want to kill Durer. He's nice. Him and I go for brunch every month to keep up the tradition from college alive. That's a heavy chaos bag. I am into it, but scared. Alright, we get Victory X. Value of each card in the Victory display. In addition, we earn 1 additional experience for each. Oh, okay, so... okay. That makes sense. This does check out. I have some thoughts I need to add to this one, because things do make a bit more sense with that in mind. So, we have 1, 2, 3, plus 4. Because I believe we had 4 act cards completed. 2, 3, 4. So we get 7. Interlude 5, The Emissary. Over a year ago, a German expedition led by Dr. Klaus Falcon set out to explore a tunnel network that runs for thousands of miles under Antarctica. Now that same Dr. Falcon stands before you seemingly healthy and unharmed. How can he have survived? You demand he explain his cryptic introduction. I thought you might find this face less displeasing. 1 night ago I protected Dr. Falcon from the cyst of darkness, but his wounds were already dire. I saved his face, his memories. When we last met, you reacted with hostility to my true appearance. Dyer raises his gun. You're that thing, that changeling from the abandoned base. You attacked us. Show yourself. The thing shakes its head. It is my observation that my own face induces an irrational revulsion in your kind. He ain't wrong. I could show you your own face, but last time that also met with a hostile reaction. This is the only other human face I have. It was never my intention to attack you. I was defending myself. I was simply curious. There are so few of your kind here. I take whatever opportunity I can to observe you. Dyer seems taken aback by the thing's mannered decorum. He lowers his gun subconsciously. You are a scientist? It looks thoughtful. Not in the sense you mean it, no. I am an explorer, an emissary. It speaks at length of its people, who it refers to as the Fluid Ones, and of their sovereign who rules from a place known as the Protean Court, which it describes in glowing terms as a place of civilization and safety. When you explain your mission to rescue your abducted colleagues, the changeling nods gravely. It was 3 nights ago that the stagnant ones returned and began their machinations once again. They use the train to bring prisoners to their city. I do not know their plans or their precise location, but I will help you find them if it will help me stop them. Train wreck deep underground and with no idea of where to go next, you hesitantly accept the creature's offer. You introduce yourself in turn and ask its name. It responds with a series of hoots and howls that are horrifying emanating from a kindly human face. It looks thoughtful once more before saying, "How can I translate this? I have only Dr. Falcon's limited cultural knowledge to draw on." He ponders for a moment. "Atu, I think. Atu ibn Sotit. Now, are any of you in need of healing?" I don't think I am, because I just have the trauma. And the one physical trauma hasn't really been an issue. Proceed to scenario 6, City of the Elder Things. It's a two-parter! Let me just see this. For campaign, it's an entire, for example, this player can earn... Wow, did you design this before they had their checkpoint system, or was this designed, like, with their checkpoint system? Because this campaign's not, like, brand new, right? You've been working on it. Is this from before it? Because that'd be kind of sick. Okay. This, knowing that when you die, if this goes over, you get experience by progress for how far you've gone, means that it ending by this isn't as bad as I think, which does make this guy a little bit less scary. He is very scary, admittedly, and I think we did get pretty lucky, and I have a pretty good comp for dealing with enemies. And when you know the rules for the goons a bit and rival, it does make it a little easier to swallow, but I think this guy's going to be a bit spooky for a lot of players. The two-part structure is like Heart of the Elders. Sick. Cool. Interesting. All right. Well, that's it for this video for everybody watching on YouTube. I want to just say a huge thank you to all of our patrons and for everyone else who is watching. You guys rock, by the way. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next week for the next episode of this campaign. I'm not just saying this because the designer is watching, but like I'm actually really digging this campaign. It has some moments, as I said, like especially in that one scenario with the third scenario, I think, where it's cool ideas. It was a bit much for my stream brain and a bit complicated, but that fourth scenario is really good. Right now, I really recommend this campaign. If you have not played it, I really like it. I'm really liking it. I think it's very good. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you guys next week. And as always, GG's.